Hello everyone. My name is Keifi, aka Jaden, aka JT. Whatever you know me as, doesn't matter. I wanted to record a video today to kind of commemorate something that means a lot to myself, and I thought I would share with you guys. Technically now today is June 25th, so we are a day late, unfortunately. I was supposed to record this yesterday, but we could not do that. But on June 24th, 2024, so last year, I recorded and published the song Feel It. And that song kind of really means a lot to me for a couple different reasons. So a little backstory before we go into it, like behind the song. My dearest friend, my love, Gabriel Love, shout out Gabriel Love. He is the reason that this song actually exists. So we met because we played on the same volleyball team. And there was one day where I don't know how it got brought up, but we were just talking about music and he mentioned that he made music. And I was like, no way, same. That's crazy. So we started making music together, and eventually we got to a point where, because we make very different types of music. So we were kind of just like helping each other, but also doing our own thing, if that makes sense. So one day, I don't know who came up with it, but we came up with the idea that we could challenge ourselves pretty much. So what we would do is we would set a date 2 weeks from the day that we set it up. Basically a due date, like a homework assignment. I don't know why I had to explain it like that, but there was a due date and we had to make a song fully self-produced, all the vocals, everything, the beat, everything, by that due date. And we would see who basically would make the better song. So that's how Feel It was made. It was made by, I think that was the first time we did that challenge, maybe. One of the first times we did that challenge. For those of you who don't know, that was the first song I fully self-produced from scratch. I actually sampled a popular Japanese song. I think it's by, I'll put it up on screen. I might be remembering that wrong. I used to listen to that song a lot as a kid. And I don't know what made me sample it, because the sample is really just a couple second vocal snippet from that song. That song is purely just MIDI plugins, Xenology, Analog Lab, and we just went crazy in FL Studio. So I think why that song means a lot to me, it's kind of like a snapshot of where I was kind of at that moment in time. I kind of view a lot of my music in that respect. Like, I listen back to a lot of different songs that I've made, and I can see where my head was at, what I was thinking, what I was doing, what I value the most. And it's not even purely within the lyrics. It's more just the feeling I'm going for. And that's a lot of where my music right now is where I'm at, right? Like you'll see a lot of different themes that I'm pushing specifically. And that's just where my head is at that moment. I think that song kind of represents, confusion. In the lyrics, I'm not really going into any specific themes of that, but it's more just of confusion as to what I'm kind of doing with my life and discovering that. That was the first time where I'm like, oh, I can make a song, right? Like, it's not just rapping on a YouTube beat or singing on a YouTube beat. It's starting from scratch and building it piece by piece and actually creating something. That was the first time I did that. So that was kind of a meaningful moment for me, because I was like, dang, I can do this, you know? And there were a couple other songs that I also did that with. But I think since that was the first one, that makes it much more meaningful for me. So, but as far as what the song is talking about, I mean, it's really just talking about a damaged and confusing relationship. I was more just kind of creating a story. It wasn't really based on anything realistic. So I think the last part of the song is it does mean a lot to me.
Smiles all around, I should smile too. Force it out, running on a couple fumes. I think I feel it.
So you can kind of get what's going on there. So I think it kind of pushes the idea of, I guess, fake it till you make it. The idea that if you like replicate a feeling so much, there's going to be a point to where you actually embody and feel that feeling. And in some respects, I do believe in that, but there are other respects where I don't believe in that, where I think that actually can be more damaging than helpful. I guess at the time, the reason that I wrote that was, it was more like, if I want to actually do something, or I actually want to feel something, why would I change my behavior to embody something I'm not? Like, I felt like a little bit of imposter syndrome, where it's like, who even am I? What am I expressing with what I'm doing, how I'm carrying myself, and how I'm just expressing my feelings, you know? And the song really makes me think, because over these past couple of months, that's kind of been something that I've been thinking about, is like, okay, how can I put what I'm thinking onto music? And I've kind of sort of done that, but I think more so, at least with a lot of these recent songs that I've been making, a lot of it has been more just feelings that I've been feeling instead of specific things that I've experienced, right? So my lyrics never really go super into detail as to like world building or like making a setting. It's more just describing a feeling that's happening, especially with Up. Up is a perfect example of that. Whole song is just feeling. Like, if you read the lyrics in that song, it doesn't sound like something's actually happening. It just sounds like passing emotions of an experience you might be having, but it's just an emotion. That was a huge yap. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So I kind of wanted to just review that song because it means a lot to me, and I kind of wanted to make a dedicated video / journal entry of me kind of going over that, because that song is like forever gonna be like a hall of fame of my music. Like, that's the first song where I am like really being me in terms of being an artist and really expressing what I feel. And that song is not perfect. That song has a lot of mistakes in it, don't get me wrong, but I think it's better that way. I think it's better that it's not amazing, because that just shows development. That just shows what I could do better, but also what I was able to do at that time. So